Okay, I need to look for it. As soon as I started that, the microphone wasn't going to work. Whoops. Although I should probably start doing that before I start. Pop ad saying there was a local mom in your area that wants to chat. Happy Juneteenth. I feel a little weird to say that. It's kind of like the same thing as like Happy Memorial Day. And it's like, but I am glad that it's a federally recognized day now, because Juneteenth is really an important day in U.S. history. What is Juneteenth? So Juneteenth is, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, because I am a white woman, so it is definitely possible. But basically, Juneteenth was the day where the last of the slaves, I believe in Texas, that's when the news finally reached them that they had been freed and were no longer slaves in the U.S. And I think it was like 3 years after it happened. So like, because the news hadn't reached that far, or it did, but the white slave owners weren't complying. But either way, that's kind of when the last of the slaves were freed, because like, I don't know. I am not one to sugarcoat the U.S. history. U.S. history is, a lot of the U.S. was basically built off the hard work and backs of the slave population, black people who don't get credit. And then on top of that, just that sort of cruelty where there had to have been somebody had to have traveled, that kind of thing. But I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't really know. But yeah, so that's what Juneteenth is the day that the news finally reached the last of the enslaved black population in the U.S. So that's what it is. So it marks the end of a very bad thing. So saying like Happy Juneteenth just feels odd, because it's like it is a celebration of sorts, but it's not my celebration, I guess. You know, I'm not black, and so it's not a holiday for me, really. Rejoin the British Empire. I don't know about that. I don't think I could take Charles seriously as a ruler. I'm sorry. I mean, good on him. You know what? The man finally gets the throne after waiting for decades, and so he is just being as like lavish and extravagant with his outfits and stuff. I get it, but like, dude, wrong timing. It's just the overindulgence on decadence. That's just like, I mean, I get it. Yeah, he's probably not going to make it very long, but still, it's kind of like, Jesus, man. Yeah, I'm like afraid to say that because I'll jinx him or something. I don't need the blood on my hands. Also, Fairbanks, hello, my friend. Thanks for checking in on me. Prince Harry's kid can be president. They played the long game. Actually, true. Also, don't they have 2 kids by now? I want to say they have more than 1. But again, I don't really... It's, you know, there's enough bad stuff going on in the U.S. right now that, like, I can't even... I have no idea what's going on in, like, pop culture, gossip, and outside of VTubers, entertainment news, and I just don't have time. I try. Oh, just as. Okay. I do have water. I had a Coke that I got this morning with a breakfast meal, and then didn't have the stomach to drink all of it. So I tried to drink that, and now it's watered down. But that doesn't count. That doesn't count as water. So I actually have proper water. Yeah. So anyway, but just, I don't know, just that the carriage alone from the inauguration. I saw the picture on Twitter. I didn't watch any of the inauguration. My older brother lives in London actually, so he and his family kind of went out to celebrate a little bit. Because there's a lot of stuff. I don't know. The funniest little detail is apparently scheduled into his is it an inauguration? No, what do you call it? Coronation. Coronation. Part of the coronation schedule was a laser light show. Come celebrate King Charles, who is like 90 billion years old. Go to the laser light show. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering about that, PB. I have two brothers, one that lives in London and one that lives in Japan. So, and then the two daughters still live relatively close, and I kind of feel like because we're close, my parents treat us badly and like try to control us, but they're going to try to entice my brothers to come back at some point. He was dressed like a Star Wars villain for his coronation. Was he real? I didn't watch the coronation. I just didn't have the bandwidth. They're technically the same thing, but they do have different words, and I wanted to use the correct word. Like, it basically means like you're put into the seat of power, but you know, I try to use the most accurate word possible when I can. I'm not winking. I'm rubbing my eye. Sorry. Okay. I don't know. I'm sorry if I feel like I'm spacing on her from a little bit. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I can't think of the word. I feel like I'm like put on the spot, but I'm not. I'm fine. For those of you that didn't see my tweet, last week was really hard. I went through a pretty hard downswing and depressive episode. A large part of that was the fact that my insurance, my insurance dropped me and my youngest from coverage, and so we had to fix that. But then on top of that, there's like a separate card for prescriptions, and so I was off. I've run out of one of my medications that I think it's I don't know if that one's specific for depression or anxiety, but it also is like it makes you drowsy. So I take that one at night before I sleep, and I didn't have it. I couldn't get my prescription for like 3 weeks. And so it completely threw me out of whack. And so I went through a depressive episode, and I kind of expressed on Twitter kind of how it feels, but it's like, unless you're going through it, it's hard to explain. But what happens is you have what's called cognitive dissonance. And when you have cognitive dissonance, like for me, it was that everybody hates me and I'm annoying, and just people are just trying to be nice and tolerate me, but really nobody wants me around. And that's what my brain tells me. And it's like, I've dealt with that since I was a kid, where I'm really annoying and I should just get lost and people would be better off without me there. All of that kind of stuff. And the thing is that if I had opened up about it, I already know that whoever I opened up to about how I was feeling, yeah, exactly, Kibo. But no, if I'd opened up to anybody, they would be like, of course, that's not true. No, people like you, people want you around. But the cognitive dissonance, you have to think like the hormones and things like that in your body. Like your brain is basically in this chemical bath of hormones. And what cognitive dissonance does is that basically I'm living in this new reality where it doesn't, like, the truth in that reality is that those things I'm feeling are true. And if somebody tells me none of that's true, and of course people want you around, etc., my brain is convinced that they're lying, and then that's not real. But the horrible feelings I'm going through and the horrible beliefs that I'm starting to believe, that those are real. And so like it's really hard to snap out of it. No, Samuel, I was happy to, of course. Um, so it's like, it's one of those things, and this is dark, but it's like, I know that a lot of people have ideas about like suicide and things like that, that if someone attempts or commits suicide, oh, they're selfish. Oh, they should have, they could have, they could have, like, oh, it gets better. And why did they do that, et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, you have to understand that probably what they're going through is that cognitive dissonance where their brain is screaming at them that that is the only way out for them. They don't have another way out. And that is the only option left to them in their brain if they're going through that cognitive dissonance. Galileo, thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. So like, I know that a lot of people will be like angry or upset with the person that committed it, but I think of it more as a chronic, because it's a chronic illness. And it's one of those things where it's like, people don't get mad at people who get like an asthma attack, but they do get angry at someone who attempts suicide. And it's like, you have to understand that they really can't help what their brain is telling them in that moment. And so like, I feel like depression is one of those things where it's like, yeah, you can be like, yeah, of course, it's a mental illness, but they kind of forget that it is an illness, like it's a chronic condition. So you might be like, yeah, of course, I know it's a mental illness, but it's like, you really don't talk about it or treat it like it is an illness, like you would diabetes or asthma or things like that, where a lot of the stuff that you're going through when you have depression, you don't have any control over. It's not really a choice. Yeah, it's like you're trapped, and you just kind of hope that you can make it out the other side. And for me personally, the reason I'm talking about this is learning learning about cognitive dissonance and like learning what that means does, in the thick of it, help me rationalize what I'm going through. Where it's like a tool for me, where it's like I can like, even if it's hard to lie to yourself, and so it's like, I know this is cognitive dissonance. And like when it starts to hit and I still can kind of keep in contact with the rational side of my brain, oh, this is the cognitive dissonance kicking in. I just have to wait it out. And then it helps me, and I can. Where I had some really dark times when I was younger because I didn't know what was happening. And so, no, I really believed what my brain was telling me was the truth. But learning about cognitive dissonance and learning what that term is and how medically what that means for someone in depression personally has really helped me. So I'm a big proponent of in like just learning as much as I can about things that scare me or things that affect me, so that I have those tools to be prepared, I guess. See, I don't know. I'm sure they're related, but my body, my body dysphoria right now is because of the pregnancy, and my low self-esteem about my appearance genuinely was baked into me from like early childhood because of my mother and her insecurities. So, but I'm talking about all this now because I'm not like 100% better, but I am much better. Like I don't want anybody to worry. I'm perfectly safe. There's like, I don't have any sort of destructive thoughts or anything like that. I'm almost up the other side of that bell curve. Like I've almost climbed out, so I'm okay. And I have the hiccups. So, but that's nobody talks about like that, how like uncomfortable and unpleasant pregnancies are. Just like people don't talk about the realities of depression or anxiety or things like that often. And I do see it more in like my social feed, but that might be because I'm also more open about it. And it's one of those things where it's like, I can't help that I have chronic depression and anxiety. Like, I've had them my whole life. It's just part of, like, it's just how my body is built. I guess blame my genetics, but that's just how I am. So it's like, you know, I'm not going to apologize for things I have no control over. And I appreciate that, Samuel. But no, I am fine. And I'm on my medication again. So that's helped tremendously. I started the medication on Friday. And while it usually takes a week or two for the medication to build up in your system, just the fact that the medication helped me sleep it was a godsend. Because like the number of nights I was going through where I couldn't sleep, but I was exhausted, but I'd still like be laying there in my bed until I could see the sun coming up. I could see the sky getting lighter. That messes you up a little bit. So the fact that I'm able to get like proper sleep now, oh man, I feel so much better. So don't take sleep for granted. Please, because not being able to sleep is just brutal. And they've always said that it's healthier to be on like a schedule too. Haven't they? Like, isn't that the most healthy choice? Is like you try to go to sleep and wake up at the same time every day. Imperfect, hello. Come on in. So sorry, and I just feel like I just like unloaded on all of y'all, but I really do want to hear if good things have happened for you guys. Okay. Yes, the microphone is on. No, okay. You know, the lip reading doesn't help when you're using your arms like this, because the... that was my oldest. She's getting a ride to volleyball conditioning, but she knows I'm terrible at lip reading, so she tried to emphasize, but she emphasized with her whole upper body. And it's like, that doesn't help me. It's like, that doesn't help. I can't, it's just a bigger distraction. Maybe I should teach her, flag signaling. That might be better. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't lip read this time either, but my husband did mention to me earlier, before he went to sleep after night shift, that the kind of the same information she told me. I just didn't know what time. She's getting a ride with somebody to conditioning, so I don't have to drive her. But I still have to go driving. I have to go pick up my son from a thing, so I love that it's summer, and so I'm busier than ever. Kids are out of school, so I'm like super busy, but that's okay. Also, I do know that it's obviously a big discussion amongst content creators and their viewers. A lot of people are contemplating backing off of Twitch or leaving Twitch. I don't believe I'll be leaving Twitch. I still dream of being a Twitch partner, but I do agree that it's smart to diversify. I don't want to go to Kick for a number of reasons. Not to mention, like, it's still like the hold on, I'm like topping off my brain. You know, I was on Mixer, and like Mixer finally started to get recognized as like a legitimate competitor to Twitch, and then Microsoft just pulled the plug. And that's the thing, is like theoretically Amazon could do the same thing to Twitch and just erase everything that people have worked on here. Like that's just the reality of the situation. When these streaming platforms get bought by these big corporations like Microsoft and Amazon, they could just suddenly be like, nope, you know what? It's not making us money, or it's not making us enough money. We're going to pull the plug and put resources elsewhere. And there's nothing we can do about it. And so really all you can do is diversify. So I do want to start putting more effort into YouTube and TikTok. TikTok's still around. I wish I had jumped on TikTok much sooner. It was more of a time issue for that one. I had an idea for TikTok. I was gonna do mom jokes. See, I'm curious about VStream too. And I know I asked somebody on Twitter and they linked like how you like apply, and I didn't bookmark it, and now I don't know how to apply again. But I am curious about it. Yeah, it does seem like very niche. And I don't know. I feel more at home on Twitch. And this channel is still relatively new, so like I don't have some sort of pressure like, oh, but I've been spinning my wheels for years and not getting anywhere. Like I debuted in October. I haven't even been streaming here for a year, so I still am baby. But yeah, I've just been putting some thought into it, and I'd like to start working towards expanding my content. One of the things I'm trying to figure out is how much of my content will be my performing alter ego that I'm developing. And as much as I would love to get a rigged VTuber look for that one, I think I just need to practice drawing or try to save up for commissions, and we'll just do specific art pieces for the different cover song videos. Wait, they called you a Jewish bi femboy and also a Nazi for using Kick? That seems kind of contradictory, doesn't it? No, I mean, yeah, I have personal, like, a lot of reasons why I'm just not interested in trying Kick. Although I do recommend for anybody, if you are particular about your username, I would go ahead and make an account using that username. I do have a Kick account to save my account name. Because, you know, especially for content creators, you don't want someone to impersonate you on one site. It could get you in trouble on Twitch if you get reported. So you want to make sure that you lock down your name on any sort of socials. I'm okay, Oppressor. Thank you for asking. I hope you're well. Kick and Kick are two separate things. What is... Wait, KIK, isn't that like a texting app? Unrag, hello. You now? I don't know what that is. But no, I know, and it is a big discussion. And the reality of it is that like, I mean, even just moving from Mixer to Twitch with my original channel, like my community numbers, like the number I was streaming to just dropped off, and that's normal. So I think people like, they're afraid of moving to a new platform because they'll lose their audience, but that's just the reality of it. Most people aren't so loyal to their Oshis that they're gonna, excuse me, most people don't have an Oshi, you know? So it's like if they're comfortable using Twitch and you go to Kick, they'll probably stay on Twitch and just watch the other content creators they watch. There's not very many people, I think, that are out there that only watch one content creator and that's it. They usually watch at least several. So, yeah, it's scary to hop to a new platform and have to basically, you feel like you're starting over. I've done it. I had to do it because Mixer shut down. But I feel like it's just healthier going in understanding that with that jump, you're probably going to have to rebuild quite a bit. And instead of treating it like this horrible thing that happens, you can start it as like, it's like a new chapter. And it gives you a chance to really focus what you would like to do with your content, what kind of a streamer you want to be. And you can kind of evaluate where you are and make improvements. And it's, you know, like if you're a VTuber like me and you're like, you know what, I'm kind of bored with my model, but I want a totally different look. Switching platforms and even keeping your name, but switching platforms and being able to use a totally new look for your model, you can do that. It's adult stuff is on Kick. Maybe that's why I don't know about it. Yeah, the people that are at the top there, it doesn't give me confidence in the platform as a whole, to be honest. Like if that's the most forward-facing person on your site, I'm good. And the other thing with Kick that I really feel like people need to be aware of is that it sounds really exciting, the split, the money split. And then they were like, oh, we're going to pay everyone for the hours they stream. And so people are like, oh, that's awesome. And I heard somebody say they were going to be paying everybody $16 an hour. And it's like, there's no possible way that's going to happen. So I also, I didn't personally break down the numbers myself, but I saw somebody else said that they were going to promise like 27 cents per hour, which I guess if you're not making any money, that's at least something. But then I also saw that they're going to pay people per hour in crypto. And you have to understand that the way crypto works is there is a set amount of worth that's split into all the little crypto tokens. Like there's a set amount of worth, and then the more crypto there is, like more pieces of it, the amount doesn't change of how much all of it's worth. So if everybody exodused to Kick and all started streaming and all started getting paid in crypto, then the crypto that you're getting paid in is worthless. Like if you started sooner and the longer you're there, the less and less the crypto is worth. So it just seems kind of like they just had set aside a pool of money to pay people, but they'll say it's in a crypto coin. And then they can make infinite crypto tokens to pay people with, but it's worthless. So I don't trust that part at all. Ayo, hello. Thank you for the 10 bits. Oh my god, who doesn't need cash in this economy? So no. So yeah, I have no intention of going to Kick, but I did reserve my name. My account name is there. So I am the only MomVT. So therefore, I don't have to worry about someone going over there as MomVT and pretending to be MomVT and then like spewing racial slurs or Nazi talking points in someone's chat, which would tarnish my reputation everywhere. So that's why I recommend, even if you don't plan on ever going on Kick, if you care about possibly getting impersonated at any point, I would say to snap up your name. It was MomVT specifically. because I have tried to keep that as consistent across my socials. Someday I would love to get the three-letter name on Twitch, but I'm not as big a streamer as Bao or Vebe, so I guess they. So the odds of me ever being able to shorten it just to Mom is incredibly low. That seems like a very special thing they allow for only a few people. That I could call out. Is there a dad account? I've tried to look, and it's like it makes it look like there's someone with the name Mom, but then it's like just if that's the case, it's just a completely inactive account. Do you? That's good to know, Kibo. Well, we're probably not going to celebrate Father's Day until later this week. Oh, okay. I didn't know he had a Twitch account that he had a 3-letter name. That's rare. My husband, my partner, Dad VT, he works nights and he works weekends. And so he slept through Father's Day because he had another shift last night. So he has shifts Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights. And so we'll celebrate later this week. So we didn't do much. And I texted my oldest kid's father, my ex-husband, and messaged him Happy Father's Day. He did not respond. I would be lying if I said that I didn't kind of want to get under his skin a little bit, though. The kiddos are good. Yeah, all happy and healthy so far. Yeah, very busy. Mom is having to do a lot of chauffeuring, a lot of driving, but that's all right. By the way, Galileo, I see the message for your resub. And I'm not entirely sure how to set it up where if someone subs, they can, that it does TTS. I would love to have a little TTS character, but I don't know how to do any of that. Oh, they all do their own thing. All of my kids. My youngest is 4, and she does her own thing. I'll drink some water. Thank you, Samuel. That's not entirely true. My youngest will do her own thing, but I have to be present for it. She'll insist that I sit on the couch while she does her own thing. Am I the cool mom? Oh my god, no. What fun would that be? Absolutely not. No. I guess I'm the cool mom to their friends because I have tattoos and piercings and a funky color in my hair. But to my kids, no, I'm a normal mom. I am I am embarrassing, and that's the fun. That's the fun part. It's my turn. It's my turn to drop them off at school and go, have a great day at school, sweetie. I love you. Say it back. Maybe, Samuel. I just I see other people using oh god, she's a cat VTuber. Why am I blanking on her name? She's amazing. Crud. But she puts clips of the TTS stuff on her Twitter. Oppressor, what did you want to ask, by the way? I see you redeemed it. I also thought about implementing things like the TITS system, but now that I think about it, I have a feeling that you guys wouldn't want to beat up mom, so... Or maybe you do, I don't know, if people need to just take out some aggression. I'm not sure how I feel about that one, how that one would go over. Oh, okay, oppressor. No, we see a mix in both. In fact, it's funny, our youngest will have mannerisms that were like, that's her big sister. She picked that up from her big sister. Dagoth? Who's that? Dagoth. I mean, did you guys see that crow? I think I shared it on Twitter. I want that to be the TTS voice. Hola. Like plushies and pillows. Hola. But like, I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny once the baby was here to have like the baby be the TTS thing and it pops up and says stuff to mom. I thought that'd be really funny. Let's see. I want to listen to that again. Hold on. Kids gamers, my son is. He's really into Overwatch right now. And I mean, I've told him all along, like, if he really wants to try to be like competitive, I'll support him. I'm not gonna push him towards it. It's just if that's what he wants. All right, hold on.
Hola, Vitica. Hola. Hola.
Hola.
Hola.
Hola. By the way, oh man, I don't think I retweeted it. There was, I know why he sounds that way. I know why he sounds that way. They can change their voice. There's a video where it's the man, like I guess the husband or the dad or something, talking to him, and the bird is saying hola exactly like the man in the video. Isn't that wild? Oh, it's so... Oh. So I want that as the TTS voice. I would love to have a pet raven someday, but technically, actually the United States, I think pretty much everywhere it's illegal. You're not allowed to have them. And thank you for the bits, AO. I appreciate it. Wait. Oh, that's the one you want to get. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Quoteth the raven. Hola. That's true, PB. But that's more like a magical raven, not... But yeah, you're not allowed to have a crow or a raven as a pet in the US. Even if you find one that's injured or something, you are legally obligated to take it to like an animal hospital or a wildlife like refuge or something. You have to turn it over to authorities. Is that true, Samuel? Oh, that's wild. But I mean, I want all sorts of pets, and I know better. But like there was a time where I really wanted a tarantula, even though I'm kind of scared of spiders. So, but tarantulas you're not even really supposed to handle. They're just terrarium pets. What you can do in the U.S. is become friends with a murder of crows. Must get a non-native U.S. species. Oh. Okay. Sleepy, hello. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? But it's just like there's other stuff like people want pet foxes. And there's only like select states you can do that in. I've seen that like the new one is raccoons, people having raccoons as pets. But I don't know the legality of that, if it's even legal to have them. Peacocks? I've heard about that. My mother talked about getting a peacock or two for the yard because supposedly they eat ticks a lot. Yeah, what are they? Like, I've wanted an owl. I've wanted a raven. I've wanted finches. I've wanted, what are those parrots? The ones that are like green and yellow and orange? The ones that hop around a bunch. I've wanted a tarantula. I've wanted a turtle. I've wanted a tortoise. I've wanted a tank full of those tiny little neon fish. I've wanted rats. I've wanted mice. I've wanted a whole bunch of different dog breeds. I've wanted cats, even like purebred cats. What else? When I was a kid, I wanted a ferret until one bit my sister's finger in a pet store and wouldn't let go. So now I don't want a ferret. Chinchillas. I'd love a chinchilla. I'd love a pot-bellied pig, full size. What is a peacock but a chicken in drag? Goodness. See this? I hate that. 5'7" isn't short. Oh yeah, sugar gliders are cute. I knew a girl in college that had one. She would just always be wearing a sweatshirt with her sugar glider tucked into a pocket or the hood. She just always had it with her. Oh, I also wanted I wanted a snake until I witnessed my ex's boa constrictor bite into his hand and wrap around his wrist, so it wasn't gonna let go. But he didn't take care of that poor snake like he should have. Also, chameleons. I would love to have a pet chameleon, but I'm not gonna. And I probably will someday get a couple, like a chameleon or two, but I wouldn't do it until I could build like a proper habitat, which are pretty large, even for like a normal sized chameleon. Most people don't have pet chameleons in a properly large terrarium, and I think a proper one would be like a couple $1,000. So, thinking of getting a big film set of director Ingmar Bergman. 30 of his films altogether, comes with a huge booklet of his notes and essays about each of his films, and it's all together in one big box. $147 right now on Amazon. For context, the original price is $250 across all sites. However, Barnes & Noble is doing a half-off sale in July for all their movies. Should I take a leap and get the box set now or wait until July? So here's the thing, is that, are you sure that that box set will be included in the half-off sale? Because a lot of times when they have a sale, it's on select products. It's not going to include the entire category. You're sure it'll be included? I mean, if that's the case, if you know for a fact that it'll be included in that sale in July, I would wait, because it'll be a little bit cheaper. But me personally, I'm so anxious about that stuff that it won't actually be included, that I would probably just jump on it then, just to guarantee that I got it. But that's just me. But if you're sure that it'll be in the other sale and that they'll be available. Mommy. Stolen, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Wait, Burnout Pro, is that a pickup line? Hold on. Hey there, baby. I can give you the Big Bang attack, and we can create something universal. I think if you want that to be more effective, I would cut out the word attack, because that sounds more like a Dragon Ball Z move than anything sexual. Just a bit of advice. Oh, okay, oppressor. Yeah, if you know it will be, if you know for a fact it would be, then ads. All right, we can just run. Well, tell me when we're back, and then I'll run my intro video again. I actually have no idea what I was about to say. It was probably still related to Oppressor's question, where if it's a guarantee that it's going to be in the sale and be cheaper than what you're seeing it on sale for now, then yeah, wait. Yeah, Sailor Mom. Raven, thank you for the follow. By the way, we passed 2,500 followers. So thank you very much, everybody. But we never decided on what I should do for the 2,500. Like, it doesn't feel right to do the donathon for that. That feels a bit self-serving. It feels good to find a movie in your collection. Yeah, no, absolutely. I understand that. Thank you, Sleepy. Yeah, by definition, as a mom, I try to find the best deals on stuff. But sometimes it's like you don't know if it'll still be available later, so you got to jump on it. So it's hard to gamble like that. Mom gambling is betting that you found the best deal and you can't get a better deal somewhere else. It's a little bit different than typical. Player of Planet Vegeta. That one's pretty good. Did Majin Buu do something to you, girl? Because you're sweet as candy. Oh, goodness. Y'all are funny. Yeah, I didn't have a lot to talk about today. It's one of those things that I know, like when I'm depressed, one of the hardest things is sticking to any sort of schedule instead of just doing nothing. For example, one of my coping mechanisms is I just sleep a lot. That's basically me sleeping when depressed is self-medication. And as far as bad habits for self-medication, I think it's probably the healthiest choice because I'm just sleeping. But it's really easy to justify skipping appointments and things like that. So like if I look at streaming, like I scheduled this is important, but then it's like, it'll be fine if I say that I can't do it today, et cetera, which is probably true, but it's not a good habit to get into. So it's like, no, I'm supposed to stream Monday. I want to stream Monday. I got this vacuum cleaner for $75.44. Oh yeah? Well, I got it for $55.99 with a year of insurance on it. Yeah, that's an exchange between me and Susan. Susan. Are we playing Bugavboo? Wait, what's Bugavboo? I haven't heard of that. That's like the new thing? The new-ish? I don't know what that is. Bugaboo. Still don't know what that is. Wait, is Bugaboo the pocket game? We played that last week. We played the demo last week, I believe. Sorry, my memory is so bad. I don't want to dunk on Susan in a civilized manner. I just want to dunk her in a river somewhere. I'm not sorry. It says it's what I'm... Oh, you guys didn't tell me that I had that wrong. Oh, dear. No, we're just chatting. We played that last week. Oh, dear. I don't know what I'm doing. We played that last week. Thank you for telling me. No, I completely forgot. We played 2 demos last week. Dang it. Uh-oh, people couldn't find me. I was in the wrong category. I was so confused. Like, what are you talking about? And I don't have the demo on my computer anymore. I uninstalled it. You don't talk to a lot of moms, do you, Oppressor? You don't associate and have deep discussions with a lot of mothers, do you? Mom. Esker, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. No, I was not. No, I don't gaslight. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, moms be wildin' sometimes. It do be like that though. What happened last week? Last week I played some demos on stream. And I forgot to change my stream category because all we're doing is just chatting. We weren't playing the game today. I don't know if I can handle playing that demo again. It made me sad. Poor Shelly. It's not a phase, Mom. Good. Be true to who you are. Oh, yay, Esker. Thank you for coming in. It makes me happy when I hear I'm in someone's recommendations. Thank you. Or whose kid got robbed of the lead in the class play? Yeah. Susan is a nasty busybody, and we don't like Susan here. So it's the only negativity allowed here. Geneva, thank you for the Geneva suggestion. Thank you for the follow. And all right, I'll drink water. Thank you. Ask her hello. I'm snoozing on Susan? Absolutely not. That woman will not pull one over on me. I will not allow it. I didn't see the actual Wholesome Games Direct, but yeah, two of the demos we played last week were from the Wholesome Games Direct, so that was fun. I'm bad with remembering titles, but I guess it was Bugaboo Pocket, the one about basically like raising bugs like a pocket monster, like a why am I blanking on what they're called? Tamagotchi. And then the other one was you solve puzzles to grow plants in a greenhouse. And now I'm blanking on what that one was called too. Let's see. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. And my Steam is logged in on my son's account right now, so I can't see it. Yeah, no, I like those cozy games a lot. I know they're not gonna like draw some big audience or something, but I love those games and how chill they are. It's so nice. Wasn't that Mushi? I think, or something. Yeah, there's a lot of very cool games. I still have some demos downloaded for that. I have Venba, which is like a cooking game. Station to Station, which is trains. And then Bubblegum Galaxy, I have no idea what that's about, but it looked cute. I think you play as a pink cat person. I'm not sure. But I have those downloaded, so we can maybe do that. Maybe after, maybe we can play a demo or two tomorrow, and then Thursday after we do the Ask Mom segment, when we finish that, maybe we can play a demo. We'll figure it out. It's out now. That's the problem. I can't afford new games right now. Every single dollar I get from donos or subscriptions goes right back into the channel. There's still stuff I'm working on in the channel. For example, if I do any song covers, I'm going to have to pay for them to be mixed properly. And because I don't know how to do that. And a while back, someone offered to, I'll do it for free. But they don't come around the community anymore, so I guess they got busy or lost interest or something, which is fine. Because I didn't feel comfortable really with not paying them. But I have other stuff I'm working on right now. And considering that, for the most part, we just chat. These hiccups are killing me. So like the occasional demo is fun, but this isn't a gaming channel. Not really. I mean, we could turn into a gaming channel, but I don't think that's why people are here, so. But you know, I'm still trying to solidify my direction. Like, we're doing pretty good. I'm a third of the way to minimum partner numbers. I'd make a good variety streamer? You think so? Maybe. I don't know. I think being a true variety streamer requires money, and I don't have that. Am I good at it? I'm okay at singing. I'm also okay at rapping. So, Sir Waddle's Quackentire, the 11th. Thank you for the follow. I'm doing okay, Esker. I hope you are as well. Yeah, I'd like to think I'm good at it. I'm certainly no professional. But I can sing and I can drop bars. Doing mom challenges? You mean in like The Sims and stuff? Like the 100 baby challenge? Trying to stay awake until evening? Is there any particular reason why you couldn't just nap before evening if you're tired? You don't actually, you don't have to answer that. Nobody has to ask any questions that might end up being personal. Too much fun with Project Zomboid. See, I'm so curious about Project Zomboid, and I do have access to it. I could play it. I'm so curious about that game. Because it looks like it's a lot of fun. But I don't know, would people want to watch me play Project Zomboid? It's always good to try to reset your sleep schedule. So I wish you good luck on that, though. It is tough to reset your sleep schedule. A community game night with it? Maybe. Back in my Mixer days, I got burned pretty bad with community gaming nights, and so it's going to take me some time to feel comfortable with that. I hope nobody is offended by that, but we had definitely had some bad actors join community nights and ruin it for everybody else, so I'm a little bit gun shy, I suppose. Because community nights, you kind of give up some control on what happens. Yeah, so I don't know. Unfortunately, like a community night might have to be paywalled in the sense of it's just subscribers or something. Because I don't really know how else to do it open and make sure people stay safe. Official TikToko, hello. I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing well too. I hope you're okay. Got any tips? It depends on which direction. Either taking like melatonin and sleeping extra, or having to stay up to reset. But that's the best way to do it, and it's gonna suck, and I'm sorry. But like, if you have a habit of sleeping in or something, like you just have to force your way out of bed. Like if you stay up late and then wake up late, you have a couple options. You can either try to just stay up until you crash and then just wake up after that. Okay, Samuel. Or you, I don't know, is there like an incentivize waking up early? Digital Blues, thank you for the follow. And finally, a brain cell, thank you for the follow. But it's like, if your sleeping habits are kind of bad, like literally setting yourself to a rigid schedule for a week, and you'll get into a better habit of it. But like the healthiest thing to do for sleep schedules is to go to sleep at roughly the same time and wake up at roughly the same time. Oh, you got a Monday off. That's awesome, TikToko. Hi, Digital. It's nice to meet you too. But like to reset a sleep schedule, depending on if it's like a matter of like you stay up too late and so you're always tired, then whatever you're staying up late doing, you need to remove those things. Like if you are just on your phone, looking at the phone screen, that's going to wake your brain up. So you have to commit to like putting down your phone at a certain hour to give your brain like probably at least a half hour, probably better if it's an hour before bed, where you're not looking at a screen. So it allows your brain to kind of quiet down, because I know the screens will keep you awake. And if you have a problem waking up in the morning, like set your alarm as loud as possible with an annoying sound, an annoying ringtone, like across the room, so it forces you out of bed, is the best I can suggest, I think. I was on your recommended. Thank you for letting me know. That always makes me happy. And good, that's what I'm going for. That's what we were hoping for. No, good. That makes me really happy. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, I know it's now like cliche. It's like we try to go for good vibes here. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really glad that I commissioned that. Honestly, it's my favorite thing. Sleepy's Edits, thank you for the follow. And Conquistador, thank you for the follow. Are we talking about? We were talking about sleep schedules and how to fix them. That is a good pun. Very unexpected. That's funny. I do like when people are creative with their names. Unfortunately, mine's not very creative, but I think it's pretty straightforward. People have a sleep schedule? Some people do. I've actually gotten, like, for some reason, I've been better about, like, waking up about, like, 3 or 4 minutes before my alarm goes off. And I've never done that before. I blame the baby. I blame the pregnancy. I remember one time in college, I set like this song that made me happy to just like listen through it. So like it would wake me up because I'd want to listen to the song every day. But it was on it was like an iPod dock. Yes, I know I'm showing my age there. But at some point, the setting turned to where it would just gradually get louder and louder and louder until I turned it off. God, that was awful. I never figured out how to fix it. You gotta be quick. Maybe the toddler likes the Mega Man 2 theme. Oh yeah, no, like little karate chops all the time. I don't know if I should tell that story. That might be too much information. You know what, screw it. I'm gonna tell you guys anyways. You're all at least 13. It should be fine. Yesterday I did a shopping trip with my kids and the baby kicked something. And it was like, I had to go. Like, I had to go to the bathroom immediately. Like, in danger of a code brown in the middle of the store. And I was across the store from the bathrooms. And the place was very busy, so I had to get through crowds and stuff. So it was like I was trying to like casually power walk to the bathroom. You don't want to shit your pants in the middle of a Costco, okay? And I made it to the bathroom, and then I didn't have to go anymore. It just happened to be that the baby apparently just was pressing up against something. I didn't even have to go. It was awful. Like the baby like drop kicked my duodenum or something, and I was in danger of never being able to show my face in that Costco ever again. But it turned out okay. I didn't actually have to go. It was just baby kicked, and suddenly there was a sensation of, I've got to go. That'll clear a crowd quick. That's true. I didn't think of that. And forgive me for cursing, but it's like I have a feeling I would have been able to clear the crowd just as easily if I went, if you don't move, I'm going to shit myself. I think people would move out of the way for that too. It's not my finest moment, but I did survive the shopping trip, so I guess that's okay. So, yeah, no, pregnancy isn't all sunbeams and rainbows. Sometimes the baby will just rest on your bladder or kick something that makes you need to go to the bathroom real bad. Or it gives you acid reflux, and you're just sitting there like, this sucks. So I apologize if that was too much information, but that was my harrowing journey yesterday. So, oh, I haven't told you guys. I don't remember. I didn't say how big the baby was going to be. I did find a thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, this is worse. All right, so I did see a thing where they said that because I'm 30 weeks pregnant, I've got 10 weeks to go, and I saw a thing that it said that the baby is the size of a cabbage. And so, of course, having watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, I'm like, my cabbages. Oh my God, it's way bigger than a Mr. Potato Head now. You guys want to know? Hold on. Wait, we can remove these. Because I don't think you guys care about 27 weeks or... actually, we'll leave 27 weeks. Because 27 weeks, size of a baby, or size of a Barbie doll. Size of a baby. But now we're 30 weeks. This is so much worse. This is the most painful comparison they've ever done. I'm actually offended. Because this just made me, like, my whole body cringe. Baby is the size of a bike helmet. I find this offensive. This is offending me. They're pretty good about both, actually, Oppressor. I mean, obviously it's not going to be the same weight for a bike helmet, because bike helmets tend to be lighter. The baby is about 3 pounds, a little bit over 3 pounds right now. But the baby's size is about a bike helmet. Yep. I still have 10 weeks to go. Yay! Any recent cravings? Not really. Cravings have kind of fallen off. It's more just there's some certain things I like to eat that I can't anymore. Like I can't have anything with like tomato base in it. Like I actually really like just eating raw tomato slices with salt. But the acidity, like, I mean, most of the reason why tomatoes are used so much in cooking is because of the acidity they bring to the dish. So it's like, I can handle pizza because there's really not much, but like, I can't do spaghetti, you know, I can't eat raw tomatoes, just, it's too much. And I don't like sun-dried tomatoes. That's the only way to get rid of the acidity, but I don't like them. Yeah, my cabbages. Yeah. Protoswaggins, hello. We're doing okay. Except we discovered that the baby is the size of a bike helmet, and now I'm in fight or flight. So baby isn't big as a bike. I mean, if the babies were as big as bikes, I think that there would have been a crisis in population. There's no way to get that out. Yeah, thanks. So, generally speaking, like having the baby the traditional way leads to like a quicker recovery, and you can bounce back from it quicker. But I definitely have some trauma from the last one, things that went wrong. So I don't know if I'll be able to this time. The baby just comes out wearing a helmet. I mean, yeah. No, seriously though, like I know that parents don't want their children. No parent wants their children to have to wear those little helmets to reform their head shape. But having to wear the little helmets because their head was a little bit like misshapen coming out. Cutest damn thing. I love those little helmets. They're so cute. They're like little football helmets for babies. Although I wonder if it's just like, correlation doesn't equal causation, but I've seen more babies with those. So I wonder if it's just more standard practice. Oh, your baby doesn't have a perfectly shaped head. Here's a helmet. Yeah, babies with glasses are just as cute, definitely. Safe and stylish. And depending on who you are, representing your favorite football team. Be like, Cleveland Browns, hell yeah. Gotta rep your team. PB. You do not have to begrudgingly support your local team. What's like their biggest rival? Support them. Roll Tide. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, it's just another team in the state. Okay. I didn't realize Auburn was in that state. Okay. I'm so sorry, PB. Baby come out like that dancing xenomorph from Spaceballs. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That unlocks some memories. I haven't seen that movie in a really long time. Fun fact about the actual original Alien movie, the scene that they're all just at the table like that, and the chest burster, none of the other actors knew that was going to happen. Actually, so when he started freaking out and like foaming at the mouth and stuff like that, none of the other actors actually knew that was going to happen. So that's all their genuine reactions. They thought that their fellow actor was in a medical crisis, and like, God, that's so traumatic. But yeah, now obviously when they do the cuts, they do the scene cuts to where you actually see the chest burster starting to come out and stuff. That's why there's those scene cuts. That's why it's not like they didn't do a scene cut and then do a smooth transition. Yeah, one of them I think once the jig is up, once they finally were clued in on what was happening, they but no, the one lady screamed. That was genuine. The guy next to him, that's like, get a spoon, because they thought he was having a seizure. Yeah. And so that's how they did that scene. Isn't that wild? I would hate that. because I go into I go into fix it mode in overdrive if something like that's happening, and obviously he's acting, so you can't fix it. Can you step on me, please? Thank you for the follow. And well, no, I don't see how that would work. And I didn't go to Offkai, and I don't know if someone asked me to step on them if I would step on them at Offkai. I would have to be convinced. Oh yeah, that's the other thing too. They use like real like animal blood and parts for that. So they just all of a sudden got blasted by like animal blood in that scene. It's wild. No, I love that sort of behind the scenes facts, behind the scenes trivia, but Jesus Christ. That one's pretty bad. Yeah. So. Happy birthday, Koser. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope your next journey around the sun is your best one yet. They named the shark Bruce. Wait, I wonder if that's why it's Bruce the shark in Finding Nemo, as like an homage to that. Oh, also Meryl Streep auditioned for the role of Ripley, by the way. I want to say Meryl Streep, and I want to say Susan Sarandon, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But Meryl Streep definitely auditioned. And the director is like, Meryl Streep is gonna be huge, but she's not Ripley. Sigourney is Ripley. Oh, and originally, the original plot, Ripley was supposed to die. Ripley was supposed to die. The alien was supposed to rip her head off and then sit in the chair, and using the captain's voice, spoilers, the captain was dead. But the alien was going to send out a distress call mimicking the captain's voice. No, Meryl Streep did not audition to be the shark from Jaws. No, she auditioned to be Ripley. But yeah, originally everybody was supposed to die. And then producers were like, no, we need a hopeful ending. So they changed it. And then that opened it up. Sigourney Weaver could keep returning for sequels. And I just can't imagine the sequels without Sigourney Weaver. I don't know. It's just, I love that stuff. It's so fun. Main lady is going to be in Stranger Things 5. Main lady. The lady from the actress from Terminator, I think. Oh, I don't know about space trucking. I mean, don't they just like they have warp gates and to kind of? Yeah, I think it's Linda Hamilton. Yeah, she's gonna be in Stranger Things 5. By the way, I know everybody gets really disappointed when there's writer's strikes, so shows are delayed and stuff like that. But you have to understand the lack of respect that writers get. They get treated like they're just disposable and like their job doesn't matter. But it's like without the writers, and especially things that you don't know, like it's not just writing a script. There are daily edits that happen. Like scripts are constantly changing. Like you have what's called a showrunner. The showrunner is basically like, I don't want to say like head writer, but like they work with the writers. That's the whole point. and they're treated unfairly. They have no job security, et cetera, et cetera. And so I support the writer's strike. I think it's good. There's a writers union, so they're unionized, and they're trying to get like fair stuff. Family Guy ended up getting canceled. I think part of that was that Seth MacFarlane said just walked, and honestly, I think he was just tired of doing it. That's my hypothesis, that he just really didn't want to be doing Family Guy anymore. And since he voiced like 4 characters, he could walk from it. Again? What do you mean? Oh, the writer's strike? It's because the last one, I guess, didn't stick. Or they got retaliated against for it. And so they're like, no, bigwigs. Yeah. Oh, it was canceled once, wasn't it? Yeah. No, it's apparently canceled again, I guess. But like, I know that there's a lot of movies and shows being delayed, and I'm okay with that. Without the writers, you don't have a show. Also, the next season of House of Dragons, I did not even bother getting into that after the last season of Game of Thrones. No thanks. But apparently they went, well, we already have the script, so we're just gonna go ahead with filming. And it's like, that show is gonna be a literal shit show. It's gonna be so bad. You need those on the spot edits, because when something just doesn't work, but they're not gonna have a writer on hand to fix it. And so they're just, I guess, gonna try to just fix it themselves. The season's gonna be an absolute shit show. It's gonna be bad. Unless they thank you for the follow, Hope. I really appreciate it. But I just don't see how House of Dragons, unless the scripts were perfect and phenomenal and exactly the actors can do exactly what's asked for. I just don't see how that season's going to be good at all. It's going to kill the show. Okay, I'll drink some water. Thank you. Yeah, I know, like, a lot of people are like lamenting that like there's some like superhero movies being delayed and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm fine with that. Pay your writers. Giraffe, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Like, some of my favorite movies are older than I am anyways. I'll just watch those. You know, I'll be fine. I suppose I have anime that I could watch. A show I want another season of is Bee and Puppy Cat. I love that show. It's so cute, but it's very clearly like meant for adults, and I just really want Bee and Puppy Cat. That's it. The voice actors and writers are very underappreciated. I agree. So no, I fully support the strike that's happening. I think that stuff like that needs to start happening more often. What is the oldest anime I know? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know there's ones older, but I would watch the first Pokemon season with my little brother before school, trying to bond with him. I know this not by far not the oldest. Tuca and Birdie. I never actually watched that show. I heard good things though. Neon Genesis Evangelion makes me uncomfy. I'm not gonna lie, it actually makes me uncomfy. I don't like watching it. Sailor Moon, of course. I don't know. I watch a lot of anime from the 90s. Like Inuyasha was like my gateway. I don't know. yeah, it's just, it makes me uncomfy. A movie that we watched on a car trip when I was a kid was Akira. Would not recommend watching that when you have a penchant for getting car sick. Not great. Oh dear, PB. Akira? The whole part where the guy just like expands and like the person gets crushed and I got car sick. Of course, I got sick on an airplane, a long flight. I was flying back from Japan when I was younger, and I tried to watch Aragon, that dragon movie, and made it 15. It was like just as the plane was like, I've been on the plane for a half hour, watched it for 15 minutes, got sick, and then I was just sick for the rest of the flight. And it was like, I finally threw up in an air sick bag when we were like in landing pattern. And so then I tried desperately to signal to the flight attendant that I needed this bag taken away because I wasn't allowed to get up. And she just kept glaring at me. So I threw the bag under my chair and left. I was the first person off that plane. I hope they found it. In my defense, I was like 21 years old. But I did confirm that I cannot watch anything where you're basically like perspective of flying on the back of a dragon. It makes me sick. I get motion sickness. And then, yeah, it wasn't my choice. My older brother wanted to watch Akira, and so we watched Akira, and it was a bit much. And so I have never rewatched it. I don't have a lot of memories of it, but I very strongly remember the end of that movie. Anyway. It's a classic anime movie, I guess, but hi, Star Killer, how are you? Just not really my thing. All right, everyone. I've been streaming for about an hour and a half. I do have to get some things done before I have to go pick up my son later. I have about an hour window of getting some chores done before. So I do think I need to be responsible and get those done, especially since I'm feeling better and so I feel up for doing some chores. Should we raid somebody? Can you guys come with me to raid somebody? I'd really appreciate it. Let's see who's live. Oh, Kira P. Raptor Girl is playing Paleo Pines. And I am really curious about that game because it looks really cute. It's like a farming sim, but with dinosaurs. And I'm interested in it. So I'd like to go raid her. If that's all right. It's nice to meet you too, Digital. Wait, I'm forgetting how to do raids. There it is. Kira is lovely. She is a raptor girl. She's cute as a button. I'm a big fan, so I hope you guys like her as well. And I will see you guys over there, okay? Or I will hang out for like 5 minutes or so before I get to my chores and stuff. But I hope you all enjoy seeing this new game. I think it's like a demo or it's in beta. It's cute. I hope you guys like it. And I will see you all tomorrow, okay? All right. Bye, everyone. Take care.